2025 is proving to be a very musical year, and this anime is all about it. Hello everyone, it's Leo, and in this video we are finally going to talk about MAEBASHI Witches here at Magical Cinnamon. With a new trailer, with an updated website, and with the release date, we have a lot to talk about. And since we haven't talked about MAEBASHI Witches before, let's do it all in this video, so bear with me, this might be a little long, but let's go. MAEBASHI Witches is going to tell a story of girls who are going to train to be witches. They're going to work as witches, and this working entails helping people and performing while doing so through the means of magic. So there is this sense of normal girls learning to use magic, becoming witches, and using the power of magic to become performers, idols maybe? Can we call them idols? Anyways, this new trailer has given us amazing visuals and just proved that this show is going to be gorgeous. So let's talk about the show itself, and starting with the characters. Let's check out. We are going to have 5 main characters. Obviously, the pink one is going to be the main girl. So we have Yuina Akagi, who is the main character, and the website already give us 3 different visuals. Very pretty ones, by the way, regular one, and 2 visuals that are going to be probably used in performances. I think they're stunning. I love the 3 visuals already. So Akagi is going to be our main character, and she is a very cheer high school girl. And she is someone who loves taking pictures of things, and she aims to take the most emotional photo possible. In the trailer, we can hear her saying "emo emo" a lot. So she is trying to find the most emotional picture ever. And so she is always following the trends, but she is always trying to stay up to date with things. And she is someone who is very simple-headed, but unintentionally, she is always able to change the world around her, especially when she is training to become a witch. Very, very nice. I'm very excited for this character. I think that the visuals are amazing. And this profile is something that we can already see in the trailer. We can see her being very funny. We can see her being very excited about being a witch, and also taking lots of pictures in the process. We now have the purple girl, who is my favorite, by the way, at least looking at the visuals. She has my favorite visual. Tell me who your favorite is based on the visuals, at least. Girl, she looks so amazing. Look at her. She is Azumi Sato. She is a girl who loves fashion and cosmetics. She is very following trends as well, and she's always searching for the newest trends on social media. She has very strong likes and dislikes, and she is very foul-mouthed. Is she gonna swear in the show? She is also one of the most excited about the witch training because she really wants her wish to come true. I love her visuals. I think she looks really, really cool, and I cannot wait to see her in action. She seems to be a little bit more on the tsundere type. Judging by the trailer, we can see the other characters trying to tease her a little bit. She doesn't seem to be into being friends with them from the get-go, but obviously she is going to open her heart as time goes by. At least I hope so. Now for Kyoka Kitahara, our green lady. Very, very pretty. Girl, the visuals of this show, they are truly something else. I am, like, my jaw is always on the ground. Out of all of the characters, she is the most sensible person, and she is able to analyze the situations from afar and have a more reasonable approach to things that are going on. Yuina and Azu, which are the pink and the purple characters, they're going to have lots of arguments in the show. And Kyoka is always going to be the one who is going to, calm things down. She comes from a very wealthy family, and she attends one of the top schools from the neighborhood. But while she's always very reliable, coming from a wealthy family, she is going to be that type of person who sometimes makes some very innocent remarks that make people around her very shocked. She must be a sheltered type of person. Another visual that I really enjoy, and I feel like she is going to act kind of a mentor to the girls. We kind of see that in the trailer as well. I feel like she's going to take the more responsible route. And obviously, since she is someone who is very innocent about certain things, I feel like she is going to have a very funny side as well. Now let's go to Choco, the yellow character. Her name is the best. Choco Mitsumata. Very funny. And girl, the visual is so adorable. Choco is very lively, she is very cheerful, and she is twice as excited as most people. So her energy is always going to be up there. And it's mentioned in her profile that both she and Yuina are going to be a duo of idiots. This is probably something that comes from Japanese comedy that usually have two idiots working together. And her catchphrase is Choco-chan cutter. She is always very free, and she never stops unless when her batteries run out. And if her batteries run out, she will fall asleep even when she is working as a witch. Choco is probably going to be a very entertaining character to watch, and she is going to be that character that we love, the energy, and is always making us smile, is always making us happy. And now for the blue girl, Mai Kamizumi, or Mai Kamiizumi. Girl, I think this design is the prettiest one out of the third costume. Hers is the prettiest. Mai is, out of the 5, the most realistic one, and she is always concerned about what others think of her, about her status, and she never really shows her true feelings. And when she's in doubt on what to do, she will always follow the majority. Obviously, she will be someone who will be very unique in the group, but she will get the short end of the stick because all of the members are very unique, and it's going to be hard for her to follow the energy of this group. We can already see that. And these types of characters, they are usually the ones that are going to learn to be themselves and learn to not only rely on what other people are thinking or what other people are feeling. Like, try to find your own true colors. Those are usually the stories of those type of characters that I feel like this is what's going to be for her as well. And now we have the mascot, who is Kope. And Kope is... Girl, I just love Kope already. Look at this little thing. Look at this little thing. I love it. I love this design so much. And so Kope is a mysterious familiar, and he is the one who scouted the 5 characters to become apprentice witches. They want to fulfill the wishes of the customers who visit a shop, and they want to gather magical power by helping the people who search for this mystical shop. And we do not know the true motives of this little thing. He is someone who supports the witches, but he is always making fun of them at the same time. And sometimes he says unnecessary things just because he wants to be scolded by the witches. Mainly Azu. I feel like he's going to, keep poking on them just for him to get scolded. This is kind of funny. And when he accumulates magical power, when he accumulates a lot of magical power, something special is going to happen to his body. Very nice, right? When it comes to the voice actors, the 5 main characters are all going to be voiced by new voice actors or voice actors that have very few experiences. And the one that stands out here is Kope's voice actor, who is, where did I put his voice actor? Tomokazu Sugita, who voices lots of very important characters in anime. Right now, he is voicing Sakamoto from Sakamoto Days, and he also voices, for example, Gintoki from Gintama. He usually voices main characters from shonen shows, and so he is very, very important in the voice acting industry. And when it comes to the 5 main characters, they are going to be voiced by upcoming voice actors. They are probably going to act as performers as well, maybe an idol unit called MAEBASHI Witches. And so basically the plot is those 5 girls are scouted to become witch apprentices, not really witches. And we see in the trailer that they have to keep on learning how to use magic. In the meantime, there is also a witch shop, which people come to this witch shop. We can see some of them in the trailer. They come to this witch shop to try and get some help from their heart. And in the trailer, we can see some shots. We can see those characters. We can see this one as well. And there's also this. Those characters are probably the ones that are being saved by the witches. And we can also see in the trailer that some performances have people watching. They are probably the ones that need their hearts saved, or they need something to happen to their souls. They need something to happen to their identities. And by helping them, they become stronger witches and they gather magical power, which is something Kope needs. For what? We don't really know. And the trailer has given us our first look. Let's check it out very fast because copyright can get us. Let's check it out just a little bit of the performance that we see in the trailer. I think this just goes to show that visually this show is going to be amazing. It obviously will traverse between 2D animation in the regular show and 3D animation for the performances. And can we call this a magical girl show? Well, if we think about it, maybe they are using magic to be witches, and the magic seems to be the thing that is fueling their performances. Look at this crest, magic crest down while they perform. Maybe this is related to their witch powers and they are going to become stronger as well. We can also see that by becoming witches, they can have their dreams fulfilled. Choco, for example, wants to live in a chocolate castle by herself. That is her dream. That is why she wants to become a witch. That is her dream that she wants to see fulfilled. Obviously, each of the characters is going to have her own goal. Yuina, the main character, seems to need to find her own goal. And also by being witches and by performing, they also have to become friends. They also have to get close to each other. I feel like this show is really focusing on the visuals, as like this visual here with the 5 characters with, are those umbrellas? Are those swords? I don't even know, but what matters is that it's so pretty. And what matters is that this is for a performance. This is art, honey. What else do we need? And in the trailer, we can also see some shots that give some sort of an ethereal feeling and also a very innovative look at performance shows like this. We have this shot, for example. I love pixel art. I am obsessed with pixel art. We have this shot. I feel like they are really going for the artistic style for those characters, for the visual aspect of MAEBASHI Witches. And I just find it extremely pretty. And at least judging by the trailer, this is going to be super well done. Everything looks really stunning. And I feel like it's just going to surprise us whenever we get to see the show. And I mean, we're kind of close already. So this is very exciting. And now talking a little bit about the staff that is working on this. We have Junichi Yamamoto, who is the director of this show. Junichi Yamamoto, for example, worked on Wonderful Precure. He is the storyboarder of the Wonderful Precure opening. If you are here on this channel, you probably know what Wonderful Precure is. If you don't know what Precure is, please go watch it. And here at Magical Cinnamon, we mostly talk about Precure, but obviously other Magical Girl shows as well. He also directed some episodes of Summertime Rendering, which is a show I love. It is a great, great anime. When it comes to the writing of the show, we have Erika Yoshida. This woman has the same age as me, and she's already changing the world. Honey, a true legend in the anime industry. And she wrote none other than Bocchi the Rock. She is the script writer of Bocchi the Rock. What else do you need? If you haven't seen Bocchi the Rock, girl, you are missing out on something super, super cool. Super cool. And when it comes to the character design, we have Yuina, who doesn't seem to work a lot on anime, but this is her Instagram and we can already see some of her art, and I just find her sense of style superb. Look at the artworks of this person. It's truly incredible. Like really, 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 really incredible. I love this. And I don't know. I just find it like truly inspiring. And she even posted about MAEBASHI, which is here on her Insta. I just feel like it's going to be an amazing show. Nonetheless, and for the studio, we have Sunrise. Sunrise is the studio that does lots of big name shows like Love Live, Code Geass, and Inuyasha. I brought Inuyasha here because it's not something we usually talk about here on the channel. So why not bring Inuyasha a little bit here? Very, very nice. I feel like Sunrise is a big, big promise because it's a huge studio who does amazing work. So MAEBASHI Witches is starting in April 6th. April 6th? Yes. April 6th. So we are kind of close. April will be a huge month for new Magical Girl anime. If you consider MAEBASHI Witches a Magical Girl anime, I think I am with you right there. And we are also going to have Princess Session Orchestra starting in April as well. And obviously you and Idol Precure continuing. This is going to be a huge month for Magical Girl fans. I am very excited for both of those shows, Princess Session and MAEBASHI Witches. And it's very funny that those Magical Girl shows, they're all related to music. You and Idol Precure, Princess Session Orchestra, and now MAEBASHI Witches. I mean, music fans, we are truly winning this year. By the way, I don't know if I am going to cover MAEBASHI Witches weekly here as I do with you and Idol, as I do with Mirai Days. For example, if you'd like me to do a weekly comment on MAEBASHI Witches, please leave a comment and it might motivate me to do so. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do it or if I'm going to do Princess Session Orchestra as well. If you want me to do it, please leave in the comments because I feel like those shows are both going to be great shows, but you know, it takes a lot of work, but it's always a lot of fun to talk about magical girls. I love it. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I'm going to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you're a member, it's like this, Cure Wink. If you're a member, thank you very much for supporting me here on YouTube, for supporting me on Patreon, for supporting me on Throne. Thank you. And if you've watched up to now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.